Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad that you're here. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. That green dress is still on my mind and more stuff has come out. I need to get your eyeballs on. I need to discuss this with you. We need to talk for about 4 hours about this because I have some theories and I think she's doing the Meghan thing again, where she thinks she's outsmarting everybody. But I just want to talk through what I think is going on. If you're new here, I'm Jen. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, leave me comments, as all of those help YouTube to recommend my videos, and I sincerely appreciate it. Again, a huge thank you to everybody who's left me comments lately saying you've hyped my videos. That means more than I can possibly say. Truly, thank you so much for that. To use your hype, because I think you only get 3 a week on me. I'm blown away. Truly, thank you all so much for that. Okay, let's jump in, shall we? We have to talk. Now, in case you missed it, I've done a separate video on this, at least one, maybe two, about this green dress that she allegedly stole. It was from a photo shoot and then wore on the set of With Love Meghan, or for the promo of With Love Meghan. So that's what I'm talking about. Originally, it was alleged by Radar. So I covered that in a separate video. Today, I want to talk about her response because there has been a response. And I think it's really shady. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn you. This is courtesy of People Magazine. I do not use or like or click on People Magazine whenever possible. This time it couldn't be helped because they're the only ones talking about it. But I have a theory as to why. Because Meghan herself works with People Magazine. She has a history of it. I think that when things get brought out about Meghan, or Meghan and Harry, but especially Meghan, Meghan goes to People Magazine to clap back. So I believe that's what she's done here. They're trying to say it's a source close to the couple. I think it's Meghan herself. That's just my opinion. Let's take a look. So don't click on People Magazine. I did just this once. Let's talk about it. Courtesy of People Magazine. Ugh, I don't even read them in the dentist office anymore. I used to because I didn't know what else to look at, but I won't even pick it up if it's there because it makes me so mad. People Magazine. Ugh. All right. So her spokesman claims that she's reacting to the claims that she took that green dress from the photo shoot. Exclusive. Again, an exclusive for People Magazine. It's not like they're in each other's pocket. Oh, wait, I think they are. Okay. So, a spokesman speaking out against reports that she took that green dress for a 2022 photo shoot without permission. Wait until you see the excuses given because it is very Meghan. Very Meghan. What's going on? So, she's appearing to. Okay, so she appeared in promotional material for the holiday episode of her Netflix. We know comes out Wednesday. It's a $1,695 Galvan Ushuaia dress for a 2022 variety photo shoot. Same photo shoot, I believe. It's around that. Like, it's never not funny to me that was her pose. Can you imagine? You have a big photo shoot and then your pose. I can't. Okay. Prompting reports that she had kept the gown without approval. Dun dun dun. Of course she did, big fat allegedly. Of course she did. A spokesman for that one. I mean, every time I see the title now, I laugh and think of the fact that she had herself announced to a room of like 2 or 3 people. That's what we found out in that magazine article recently. The insinuation that any items were taken without full knowledge and agreement of the on-set stylists and their respective teams, not only categorically false, but also highly defamatory. Again, they don't like it when people accuse them of things. They love to accuse everybody of everything. Make that make sense. You can't. It's the hypocrisy that keeps me riveted with Harry and Meghan. Any items kept were done so in total transparency and accordance with contractual arrangements. All right. Do you see it? Because I see it. Okay. Highly defamatory cracks me up. Okay. Again, that's how I would describe Harry and Meghan. Highly defamatory. The the strict denial, all right, and saying it was done so in total transparency. So, again, I have to say, because Harry and Meghan love to go after people, so this is all alleged. Here's my opinions on this. My opinion is bullshit. She's admitting, in my opinion, it seems like she's saying, yeah, I took it. So they knew. Okay, but when you say it like that, they knew that I took it. That can mean two things. She's banking on people assuming that means they knew, they were fine with it. Okay, and maybe it does mean that. But it could also mean they knew it's not cool what I did. They weren't cool with it. What are they going to do? Sue her? Probably not. Obviously not. But I just don't, I think she's pulling a fast one again. I think she's doing the Meghan thing where she thinks she's being the smartest in the room and outwitting everyone. But I think what she's saying here is, yeah, I took it. So, but she's covering her ass by putting out this gray statement, assuming everybody's going to read it as, yeah, I was allowed to take it. Okay. According to a source familiar with industry practices, couldn't that be me? I'm not a source for Meghan, but I'm saying, like, I'm familiar with industry practices. I've talked about this before. I used to cover the housewives, and they were very open about talking about certain items can be kept. Like I gave in my other video, I gave the example of Heidi Klum being open about when she does certain photo shoots, any item that touches her body, it is in the contract that she gets to keep that. If it goes on her, she keeps it. She was open about that. Everybody was understanding about that. I don't think Heidi Klum and Meghan Markle are the same. I don't believe it. That's just my opinion. Again, I just don't believe any of this. I think this is all BS. I think she got caught again because there's been other allegations of this. And this is her middle finger statement, I just think. Okay, let's talk about this. You ready? The other interesting part of this article is this, saying that it's standard for talent to retain select items from photo shoots, sometimes for security reasons, including to prevent potential resale or unauthorized auction. Clothing worn by members of the royal family and other public figures have been targeted for resale in the past, making practice both common and precautionary. So again, she's a victim. Somebody might steal her clothes and try to sell it, saying, Meghan wore this. Everybody wants it. No, nobody's doing that. And comparing herself to the royal family yet again, and saying something as ludicrous as, this could be in a, I don't know, Smithsonian one day as worn by a member of the royal family. So of course I keep it. Nobody else. Well, I could win the lottery one day. It's probably not going to happen, but I could win it because, I don't know, once a year I buy a ticket. I could win the lottery. So, it's a safety precaution. Anything I try on a dressing room, I should just be allowed to keep because I could be a lottery winner. I could marry Greg Davis one day. He has no idea who I am. I have had a crush on him for years. I talk openly about it. He could fall in love with me and marry me. I could be on Taskmaster. And so as Greg Davis's future wife, I should be allowed to keep things. That's not how life works. It's not. And the idea that she is putting this out through herself or through a spokesperson is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. And I don't think enough attention has been paid to the ludicrousness of this. I'm somebody, don't you know? I'm royal family adjacent. So it's totally standard that I keep things. Who do you think you are? That is crazy. I don't remember. I think they were dating at the time, but the allegations of the Aquazara just growing legs and walking off the set have been a long-standing thing when she worked with Reitmans. I talked about this. I read it in the book Revenge, but I don't think that was the only book that talked about it. I think it was talked about several places. Aquazara shoes just happened to disappear from set. And oh, by the way, they're this, I think, same or allegedly the same shoes that she wore in an interview around the time that they got engaged. It may have been even the ones that she wore in the picture where she's like, we're so in love, get off me. That's never not funny to me. That's their engagement picture. She's pretending to love Doofus, as you do when you're engaged, by shoving him away. I'm not a body language expert. I've never claimed to be one, but the idea of shoving someone away that you just got engaged to just never not funny to me. I love him so much. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, hey, Greg, if you see this, call me. I'm your future wife. I'm stealing things because I'm going to marry you. And by the way, when we get engaged and take photos together, I won't push you away in the photo shoot. Oh, so ridiculous. Anyway, um, so silly. Just this whole thing is so crazy to me. The idea that, oh, it's okay because the royal family has these, I don't know what you call them, capsule displays. Okay, but again, you're not a working member of the royal family, and I doubt highly. What did I just say? I was trying to say I highly doubt that Princess Anne is taking things because she's a working member of the royal family, and people are going to want to display her things. I doubt that Catherine, Princess of Wales, is taking things because she's a member of the royal family. In fact, the only one we've heard taking things allegedly, I have to say again, do you remember again in the books we read of Meghan being accused of the Duchess discount, where she would have her people, again, I have to say allegedly because it was never prosecuted, but there were allegations that she would have her people call up these design houses and ask for a Duchess discount, meaning, can she just have that? Because she's Meghan Markle. And then I believe, if I remember the story correctly, allegedly, Her Majesty the late Queen got wind of it and was like, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Ugh, have some class. Okay, the Queen didn't say that, but I'm saying that. I know, I'm yelling into the void. She would never, never have some class, but have some class. Anyway, so yeah, again, she's making herself a big old victim, saying we're targeted for things, so we have to take things. No, that's not how that works. My God. All right. During her time, there you go. So here's the stuff about was not permitted to accept clothing for free, but and then the allegations that she paid for her wardrobe herself. But then we've heard allegations that that's not the case. And then that Prince Charles had given her an allowance, which I believe I talked about at the time. She outspent all the other royals in Europe, something crazy like that. And I even cut her slack at the time and said, okay, she's new to the royal family. She would have to outspend a lot of people, most likely, even though she was working way less than everybody else, according to engagements. Maybe she had to build up a wardrobe. Maybe she needs some staple pieces. Fine. But I believe it was like several times over outspent everybody else. So this isn't like, oh, I needed some extra beige and white button-down shirts. This is, I need an extra castle or two. What are we doing? Is that, again, are we playing victim here? Because it sure seems like it. Now on Jamie Kern, whatever show, hi, I'm Jamie. I talk like this. I don't even know. I just can't with that. But anyway, so on Jamie's show, Meghan discussed the impact of her clothes. Get this, so full of herself, she's talking about the impact of her clothes. I just can't. This is so stupid sometimes. I just have to shake my head at the stupidity. This is so stupid. Sorry, I'm not yelling at you, but this is so stupid. Her clothes have impact, you guys, so she should be allowed to take whatever she wants. What? If you have impact, then you more than anybody should be paying for things. Just saying. Also, did you know that she's such a saint that she would know what effect her clothing had and try to support small female-owned and businesses, according to her? Oh, really? Okay. Because wasn't it not a female-owned business that was accused of some pretty horrible things that you just supported at the Paris Fashion Week? I don't think small businesses are able to go to Paris Fashion Week. And they were accused of some pretty horrible things against kids. So, you know, You sure about that, Meg? You sure about that? Nothing she says and does ever meet. They never do. She's so full of crap. I'm sorry. I'm just sick of this. Putting out these words, this word salad nonsense to try to cover her tracks, thinking that we're all the dumbest ones in the room and we can't see through exactly what she's done. I just think it's so her to be accused, again, alleged, accused of having stole this dress and then wearing it in a promotion for her holiday show. And then further being accused of stealing this stuff or taking this stuff or whatever, having permission to take this stuff, and then putting out a statement that's so victimy, like, oh, poor Meghan. She has to because people target her. And oh, Meghan does it so that way she can spotlight female businesses. What? Again, if you're actually trying to do that, spotlight small female-owned businesses, you shouldn't be taking things. You should be buying things, lots of things from them to support them if that's what you're actually trying to do. No matter how you word this nonsense, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Therein lies the problem with Meghan. She's saying that that's what she wants people focused on, is the businesses, not her. Bullshit. Since when? She only wants people focused on her. Just more nonsense out of Meghan. Once again, you have to tell me your thoughts on all this. I call BS, complete and total BS on all of it. By the way, I did show it in the other video, but in case you're wondering, this is the green dress in question right there. And it looks different in the picture to the left to the right because of the way her hair is hiding it, but it's around her neck and then grabs onto one side of it, just as you see in both pictures. I just don't understand it. I wish that these places would speak out. But what I really suspect and what I really wonder is it's more entertaining for them to watch her hang herself. By them not saying anything, they know she'll release dumb statements like she did right here through her spokesperson. I'm saying that like Joey with the air quotes on Fred. With her spokesperson, and she'll just make a bigger ass of herself and say things like, I have to. It's too dangerous for me otherwise. And, or she had permission, or they knew she took it. Okay, but does that mean that they're okay with it? Sorry, my phone is vibrating like crazy. I'm trying to turn that down. Anyway, yeah, I don't buy any of it. You have to let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about all this BS? I'm not done talking about this. I'm kind of obsessed with the story. You have to let me know if you are as well. Guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting the show. I appreciate that so much. Do hit the hype button. Leave me comments on this. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, it's just more of her typical BS as per usual. But thank you so much for being here. If you want to further support the show, you know how to do it. Don't steal things. Do leave me comments, hit the hype button, check out my merch. Everything's fine. And check out my Patreon. I have hundreds of videos over there. Hundreds. Plural. So check that out if you're the least bit interested. As little as $5 a month, you get access to my whole catalog. I put out about 3 episodes per week, whereas most creators put out 1. And then you can also sign up for a tier where you get your name on the end, like the lovely geese and ganders you see before you hear. A huge thank you to my executive producers. I appreciate you all so much. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to read your thoughts on this one and so much more. And as she does crazy things with this new show, I'll be talking about. So check back lots for that. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Hi, how are you guys? What's new? Okay, I have something fun to show you. Okay, ready? I got this shirt from Target. I just read a news story about Target. That's why. From Amazon for less than $10. It's just a spandex black shirt. And then I had this little brooch because I love bows. And I added it, and I think it makes it so fun and festive. Now, it does weigh down this one side. That's why it's not even. But it's so fun and festive. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. So I ended up getting it in black and red because, again, I think it was like $8 or something. I mean, it was $800,000. See, I'm proof, Megan. You don't have to spend $100,000. You can spend $8 on a cute shirt and love it and just dazzle it up with a little brooch or just leave it plain and add a necklace. I meant to add a necklace and I forgot. But I love shirts like this. I really do. A lot of my shirts are like, just fun things I find online for not super expensive. I like to, unlike Megan, who says, I mix and match. I actually do mix and match. I'll find a cute little pin and add it to a shirt that's not super expensive, or I'll add a nice necklace to something. It's just a way to dress things up. Now, these are some of my favorite earrings. I got these a long time ago from Ralph Lauren. They're little crowns. They're little black crowns with little gold. I just think they're so fun. Anyway, there you go. That's what I'm up to. Enjoying some Black Friday stuff. I talked about in yesterday's video, I supported Victoria Beckham because I love her. And she's team Catherine and William, of course. And anyway, I supported her by buying some of her makeup on Black Friday. And it's not here yet, but it'll be here in a couple days. A lot of you guys chimed in the comments and say you had bought some of her stuff and you love her stuff. So I'm excited to try that. I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah, that's what's going on with me. Your turn. What's going on with you? Let me move this hair around. Oops, I didn't mean to cover up the brooch. Let me try it on the other side. Okay, there we go. What's going on with you? Tell me what's new. How are you? Did you get any good Black Friday things? Any Cyber Monday things? Let me know. If you're not from America and you're like, what the heck are you talking about, Jen? Around Thanksgiving, the day after is Black Friday. So that means you get a lot of I would never go in person to shops, but I buy online. You get some pretty good deals. Not always. You have to watch out, but sometimes you do. You get pretty good deals. I got a few. Like I said, I got some Victoria Beckham stuff that I'm excited about. I got a few Ralph Lauren because I love them. They're my favorite brand. So I had to get a few things in theirs. I got a really cool blue shirt from Ralph Lauren that I'm excited about. And a couple other things coming in. So I'm excited. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Let me know what's going on with you. And if you picked up anything Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or any other cool sale item I need to know about. All right. I hope you guys have the best day and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Megan's so full of crap. Megan's so full. Can you imagine allegedly taking something and then being a victim about it? Like, oh, I had to steal this Aston Martin car because otherwise somebody would take it and auction it because I sat in it. What? What in the world? Well, if that's the case, I'm stealing Greg Davis, okay? He's mine because somebody will take him and auction him off and he's mine. Makes so much sense. All right, take care. Have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Silly me.